5 types of people. Psychologists say you shouldn't give a second chance. Compassion and forgiveness help us release negativity and move forward with peace. However, when forgiveness is misplaced, it can expose you to deep and unexpected emotional harm. Believing in the goodness of people allows us to stay open to life and relationships. But in certain situations, repeatedly allowing someone to hurt you while continuing to excuse their behavior only teaches them that your boundaries don't matter. Over time, your kindness is taken for granted, and emotional wounds quietly pile up. Choosing where to place your compassion wisely and prioritizing your mental health and personal happiness will help you realize that sometimes letting go of certain relationships is not cruel, but necessary. Here are 5 types of people that psychologists strongly advise you to think twice about before offering a second chance. 1. Habitual liars. It's important to distinguish between harmless white lies and deliberate, calculated deception. People who consistently lie to excuse their mistakes, manipulate situations, or use sweet words to push you toward their own goals are not worthy of your continued trust. When you keep believing someone after repeated betrayals, you place yourself at risk of being hurt and exploited again. Forgiveness doesn't require continued access. You may choose to forgive and walk away, but psychologists advise against placing your trust in someone who has already proven they misuse it. 2. Emotional manipulators. Emotional manipulators are experts at controlling others' feelings to serve their own interests. Like skilled actors, they often play the victim, appearing helpless, fragile, or misunderstood, to trigger your empathy and guilt. In more severe cases, they may make you feel inadequate, worthless, or responsible for problems that were never yours to begin with. Over time, this can cause self-doubt, emotional exhaustion, and even a distorted sense of reality. Once you recognize signs of emotional manipulation, psychologists encourage you to leave the relationship decisively. Protecting your mental health means choosing to surround yourself with people who genuinely respect and value you. 3. Narcissists. Driven by an inflated sense of self-importance and an intense need for admiration, narcissistic individuals can turn almost any relationship into a toxic one. Their defining trait is a severe lack of empathy. They struggle to understand or care about the feelings and needs of others. When confronted with feedback or criticism, they often respond with anger, defensiveness, or contempt. This makes healthy communication nearly impossible. No matter how patient or forgiving you are, giving them another chance rarely leads to change because they believe they are never wrong. Psychologists note that relationships with narcissists are often one-sided, leaving you feeling unseen, unheard, and slowly disconnected from your own self-worth. Staying cautious and setting firm boundaries is essential to avoid unnecessary emotional damage. 4. Betrayers. Continuously forgiving someone who betrays you is not a sign of strength. It's a slow erosion of your self-respect. When betrayal is repeatedly excused, the person learns that their actions carry no consequences. This behavior reflects a lack of respect for both you and the relationship. They dismiss your forgiveness, ignore your feelings, and continue harming you without remorse. In such cases, forgiveness loses its meaning because the person has no intention of acknowledging their wrongdoing or changing their behavior. If there is no genuine accountability or effort to change after multiple chances, psychologists recommend walking away to protect your emotional well-being. 5. Constant critics. Constructive feedback helps us grow, but relentless criticism does the opposite. People who obsessively point out flaws, highlight mistakes without offering solutions, or disguise harsh judgment as helpful advice can seriously damage your confidence. Psychologists warn that maintaining relationships with individuals who constantly judge, criticize, or scrutinize others' lives without empathy or constructive intent creates a negative emotional environment. Over time, their mindset can influence you, making you more self-critical and pessimistic about life. To protect your mental health, it's crucial to distance yourself from those who thrive on negativity rather than growth.